Hi and welcome. I'm Jennifer Bonoff, founder of BuildYourDigitalBrand.com. Doug and I are excited to share our interview series on personal branding. Hear from a diverse group of experts on the purpose and benefits of establishing your brand. Learn how to stand out and be memorable.
Good afternoon. We're here with Mary Beth Ferrante today. She is a career coach specializing in working with millennials in professional leadership and career transitions, particularly focusing on expecting moms, new moms, and those returning to the workforce. She works with them to discover what inspires and drives them towards their best career fit. She helps them identify their true strengths and empowers them to take actionable steps to land their dream job and make work for them. Good afternoon, Mary Beth, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Doug. Happy to be here.
Okay, great. Let's get started. Also, hadn't mentioned, just so people know, that your website is marybethferrante.com. And so let's get started. As a career coach, do you feel that having a visible personal brand is important to the success of your clients in their job search?
Yeah, this is a great question. I think it's one of those things that it never hurts, right, to have a visible brand out there. Especially if you are making a career transition, it's really helpful to have a visible brand to really help people actually see you in that type of work. So, it's not 100% necessary if you're sticking in your own field, but I think it's always something that really positions you as a thought leader. And, every recruiter, every hiring manager is going to Google you. And so it's really important that you know what they're going to see when they look you up. And so first and foremost, the biggest thing is making sure that you clean up anything that you don't want to have seen, and then focus on how do you really brand yourself out there in a light that you want.
Fantastic. So if a client came to you and they had little or no visible personal branding, what three things would you tell them to do first to start the process of establishing their own digital brand?
Yeah, so I think it's really a great opportunity to really differentiate yourself from other candidates and to really show yourself as that thought leader. So first and foremost, number one, you've got to know what's out there. So cleaning up anything that you don't want, making sure that all of your privacy settings are set up the way that you need or want them to be, and really ensuring that you're fully aware of any maybe, kind of things you maybe don't want to have seen, that you've got those eliminated and can really focus on making a positive light. I think second is LinkedIn. That's where most people are going to head if they're looking at you in a professional light. So ensuring that you do have a LinkedIn profile, that you have looked at it in the last few months, and that you've updated it. It's an opportunity to really be a little bit more personal. You don't have to have it be an exact replica of your resume, but you want to really showcase the accomplishments and results that you have achieved throughout your career so far. And it's a really great platform to really have some social media presence that is really focused primarily on your career. And then the third thing is, going beyond. And this is really the differentiator. How do you utilize social media, your Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, etc. There's really great opportunities for you to join the conversation, be really talking about the topics that are relevant to your career, relevant to the work that you're doing, whether it's services or products, and really showing that you are aware of what's going on in your market. And it's also a great opportunity for you to utilize like a personal website. An online resume is starting to become a thing, definitely, and it can really be a great opportunity for you to showcase a your profile, but also your portfolio of any work that you've done, and especially important if you're in any sort of creative field. So those three things: clean up, LinkedIn, and then go beyond with social media and personal websites.
Fantastic. In today's competitive job market, it's difficult for a candidate to stand out and to a recruiter or a potential employer. What advice do you give your clients to help them stand out and be memorable?
Yeah, I think, first and foremost, it's get out from behind your computer. Most of us spend a lot of time applying online or researching jobs, but it's really about networking. And so, 70 to 80% of jobs are found through networking still today. And so that's what you need to be able to do, is really connect with people. And so to be able to do that, you need to stand out and be clear on your story. Be able to articulate why you want to do the work that you do, and really focus on your accomplishments, the results that you've had throughout your career, and more importantly, why would they want to hire you, right? A lot of times we focus on us. I want this, I want that, but it's really about the employer and what they need and want. And so really being able to not only articulate your story in person, but go beyond and have that same story show up online. And so that's where they really connect. Being able to talk and articulate your story when you're connecting in person, but then to have that online presence to back it up and really showcase you as a brand.
Okay, that's a great answer. There's many digital assets a person might use in creating their own digital brand, including social media accounts, a personal website, maybe a blog, and each can have a positive or a negative impact on someone's brand or reputation, depending upon how they're used. What are your thoughts regarding online reputation management, and is it something you discuss with your clients in relation to their personal branding?
Definitely. Number one, first and foremost, is know what's out there. So whether it's, simply doing a Google search on yourself or utilizing Brand Yourself or other online reputation management tools, I think it's really important to at least utilize the free software that they have out there to run a search on yourself, and set up a Google alert, especially if you are out there publishing information or, writing content. Make sure that you have a Google alert set up on your name so that if anybody picks up your information or if there's any negative comments, so that you can be really aware of what's going on and manage that appropriately.
Fantastic. All right, last question here for today. Do you think it's beneficial for individuals to create and publish content related to their industry or area of expertise in order to increase their online visibility and establish their authority?
Oh my gosh, definitely. Such a great way for you to be a proven thought leader, to actually be participating in that conversation. So I think it's really important to utilize the tools that you have. And if you are a writer and you want to be out there writing, go for it. There's nothing holding you back. There's incredible sites. LinkedIn now has a publishing platform embedded. You can actually publish directly on your own page, as well as Medium. Great free tools that you don't have to even go out and find an editor or someone to pick up your information. You can do it yourself. So it's a really great opportunity. I do, however, always recommend that if you are going to write content and you are going to put yourself out there, have someone read it before you publish it. Sometimes if you really are focused on it, even getting a professional eye and someone to edit your work can really make a difference. You definitely don't want to have typos. You don't want to sound unprofessional. And so taking that step to go a little bit beyond and make sure that somebody else has at least read your information can really make a huge difference.
Well, that makes sense. Well, thank you very much for participating. You had some great answers and some good information. I'm sure people are going to learn a lot from it. So thank you for joining us here today.
Of course. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay. Again, that's Mary Beth Ferrante of marybethferrante.com.